Hi, welcome to part 2 of our Flash Unit 2. In this part, we're going to be learning how to actually code the buttons now. In the first part, we created 3 buttons, a blue, red, and green button, with 3 layers or 3 frames of content. We had the blue content for the blue button, we had red content for the red button, and then we had green content in frame 15 for the green button. So let's go ahead and start programming with ActionScript 2.0. So in order for us to program, there's a couple of ways you can actually program. So first of all, we're going to add our stop sequences. Stops will let the actual video run, or it'll allow the video to stop at certain times, because if you don't add stops, this is how it's going to look like. I'm going to hit Control Enter here on my keyboard, and it'll actually run the SWF movie, and you'll realize in the middle of my screen here, this is how the actual finished product's going to look like. It's just cycling through all 15 frames, and it doesn't stop. So we need it to stop now. So I'm going to close this down. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select any one of the keyframes in the first frame section here. So go down this list. I'm going to select button 1, just the first keyframe, and then hit F9 on your keyboard, or you can go to Windows and select Actions. So Windows Actions will do the same thing. And this is where we're going to write stop, bracket, bracket, semicolon. And once you're done, you can press F9 again to close this, or you can hit the X, and you're good to go. So once you have a stop there, we're going to add a stop to frame 5 as well, and frame 10 and frame 15. And I'll tell you why later, because when these buttons jump to that content, we want that content to stop. If it doesn't stop, the player will just keep playing back and forth and just looping. So let's go to frame 5 now and press F9 on your keyboard. I'm going to select Windows Actions, and I'm going to add a stop in here as well, semicolon. I'm going to just move this to the side here and select frame 10, and same thing. You can copy and paste it after if you like. I'll just type it out by hand. Go to frame 15, same thing. Stop, bracket, bracket, semicolon. Okay, now that we've added our stops, let's close down the Actions window and hit Control Enter on your keyboard, and this is what happens. So it basically stops playing on the first frame, and we really haven't programmed anything yet, so these buttons don't really go anywhere. So if I click this, I click any of these, nothing really happens. So now the next step is we're going to program each button to go to its particular area on the content layer. So again, we're going to select the selection tool now, up top here, the first arrow. And for these, for programming the buttons, we don't add the actual action script to the actual layer. We're going to select the button for each one and then press F9 and add the code. So I'm going to select the blue button, click on it on the stage here, so I've selected it, press F9, and I'm going to type in the following code. I'll put it in the middle of the screen so you can actually see this. On release, you'll see a little quick content guide show up to help you, guide you through writing the code. On release, within brackets, and a left brace, go to capital A for and, capital P for play, frame 5, semicolon. Okay, so this is the format here that we're working with. On release, left brace, go to and play, frame 5, semicolon, and then close right brace. Once you've done that once, you can actually just copy this into the other buttons and just change this to 10, 15, 10 and 15. So we'll just leave it for now, and we'll go to the next button here. I'll put it on the side, and let's select the next button here. So red button, we're going to go Windows Actions again for F9, and again on release, go to and play, frame 10, semicolon. And that's it. So we've got one more button to program. I'm actually going to just cheat a little bit here. Copy this code, because the code is very similar. The only thing is one number changes from 10 to 15 here. So I'm going to select green now, and so I've selected the green button, not the layer, the button. paste it, and then change the button. This button's going to go to frame 15 on the content layer. So we're pretty much done here, so that's it. So let's test this out. I'm going to close the action window, select Control or hit Control Enter on your keyboard, and let's test it out. Blue button, button 1 content, click red button, button 2 content, which I just realized I spelled content wrong, not a big deal. Make sure you have that T in there. Select the green button, button 3 content. And that's it. Try your best, make sure the buttons work. Key thing about programming buttons is add the action script to the button. For the stop sequences, add those to the actual layer keyframes. And you should be good. Good luck.